All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 5 minutes before the show starts. We'll start out with a national anthem. In 5 minutes, we ask you to stand and face the flag for us and remove your hats. 5-minute warning. Thank you. All right, everyone, if you'll please rise for our national anthem. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we got some comedy for y'all. I hope you enjoy. It's an adult session now. You're going to hear adult jokes. So if you came for family friendly, I thank you for coming, but there's a door. All right? All right, you're all settled in. Here we go. I want to welcome you tonight to the MC. He's the voice of Woe Entertainment. He's the MC for District 2 Comedy Vets. He's got a voice like Conway Twitty, ladies, okay? He's got this booming, manly voice. He'll talk you out of your underwear. Until you see him, then you pull him right back up, okay? We turn around. If you give up the stage, my best friend and yours, Justice Snodgrass, a.k.a. Goose.
What's up, guys? Hey, one of these times I'm going to come up whenever he does that intro of me, and I'm going to go, hi, how you doing? But anyway, like you said, we are comedy vets. We are a group of veterans who happen to be comedians. Some of us are funny, and, well, I'm not. We go to VFW posts, American Legions, veteran homes, anywhere that will actually have us, and do comedy shows to honor our fellow vets. We also run a veteran suicide prevention program. Sorry, I got that COVID. Our motto is help veterans laugh, help veterans survive. We believe laughter is a powerful source of healing. If you're a veteran or a currently active member of our service, please stand so we can thank you. And I'm going to fix the mic stand while I do that. There's a reason why comedy vets and all the stuff that I do with Woe Entertainment is near and dear to my heart. I'm a two-time suicide survivor. I suffer from post-traumatic stress. I've dealt with it since my official diagnosis in 2004, so 16 years now. And I'll tell you something, if it wouldn't have been, or if it hadn't have been for comedy, I probably wouldn't be here today after my second attempt. I probably would have succeeded in a third attempt, to be honest. I had to learn to laugh at myself, and these degenerate bastards that you're about to see helped me figure that out. Whether it being just giving an encouraging word whenever I'm dealing with my stuff, or helping me to develop the little bit of stand-up comedy that I do. Yeah, so I mean, it's one of those things. If you are having issues, if you know somebody who's having issues, come and see us. We can give you resources and whatever. Speaking of stand-up comedy bits, y'all want to hear one of mine? Y'all probably won't laugh, but you want to hear one of mine? All right. How many of y'all got kids out there? Okay, so I heard like one person clap. So that's the only person who's proud of their kid. The rest of them are like, get these fucking crotch goblins out of my house. I've got two. Ages, let's see, how old are they now? My oldest will be 7 in September. My youngest just turned 5. So, and actually, technically, my oldest just moved out. She's 20. Thank God she's gone. This woman had more issues than Time magazine, and the drama would have made soap operas look like comedies. Anyway, so my wife and I, our first kid was kind of an oops. Like, oh, hey, I'm pregnant, by the way. The fuck am I doing now? I don't make enough money for that shit. Well, he came along, and I wanted to give him a good traditional Midwestern American redneck name. So we named him Catfish. And I know you guys thinking, okay, Catfish, he came out with whiskers. No, it's because he's a fucking bottom feeder. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Now, second one came along, and we were so worn out from chasing Catfish around all the time. He was about 2 years old whenever the other one came around. We were so tired. We could only think of one letter. And we were like, well, I guess he's the second kid, so we'll just call him B. You know how there's certain things that your parents or your grandparents said to you whenever you were growing up? Shit like, you fall out that tree and break both of your legs, don't come running to me. Fucking really? Come on. My grandma said that to me. She had a persimmon tree in her front yard. She said that to me every day for 6 years until I finally said, Grandma, do you see the logic? She, never mind. She smacked me and told me to shut the hell up. I deserved it. Well, I swore that I would never be my parents or my grandparents and say that kind of stuff. The other day, I had Catfish and B out there playing. We got a big sand pile and some gravel and stuff, and I kept on telling them, stop playing in the gravel in that one spot, because I broke a glass door, and, well, shit happens when Dad gets mad. Well, wasn't 5 minutes. Here comes Catfish. Daddy, I cut myself. I hope you're proud of yourself. Fuck! I said it. But anyway, that's all I've got. I'm not that funny, like I said. We do have a 50-50 raffle going on. So if you guys want to do that, see the either the woman back there at the podium, the beautiful lady back there in the bright, shiny vest that everybody can see from 20 miles away. And if you can't see it, go to the optometrist because you need a new prescription. With that being said, our first comedian up to bat has been seen at VFW posts, veterans' homes, and comedy clubs and festivals across the country. Please welcome the founder and national commander of Comedy Vets, Mr. Jeff Onyx. P.S. Jeff Onyx is a girl.
Woo woo! Wow, check you guys out. Woo! You like my shirt? Hand clap for my shirt. I just got this about 2 weeks ago. It was fired from NASCAR. Apparently, it was putting stuff in people's garages that it shouldn't have been putting in there. I can't believe people look at this shirt and go, "That's a racist shirt." What are you talking about? The shirt doesn't hate anybody. Well, it hates me because it shows off my stomach, I guess. I guess it hates me a little bit. Hates me a little bit. Did you guys see in the news that you're talking about bipolar bears? Did you hear about that, bipolar bears? When I first saw this, I thought bipolar bear, it's a bear that lives in the South Pole part of the year and the North Pole part of the year. But there's no land in the North Pole, so the bear couldn't live in the North Pole part of the year because there's no land there. It's all water. So I thought, well, maybe a bipolar bear is like a grizzly bear that's bipolar, and it's like happy and then sad and then happy and like angry and happy, and you know, a bipolar bear. But then I realized that the article was about a bipolar bear. It liked having sex with male and female polar bears. You guys look healthy. Wow. Give me a big healthy hand clap. Healthy hand clap. Wow. Okay, I need all the sick people to give me an ill, weak, sick, ill hand clap. I was at the doctor's office recently. At the doctor's office, there was a ninja. It was at the cardiologist's office. There was a ninja at the cardiologist's office. I overheard he was there because he had a carotid artery. I was at another doctor's office, and there was a guy with no arms and no legs. He had contracted a strange virus, not the Rona, but this other virus that was highly contagious. And they put him in his own quarantine area. The virus caused his arms and legs just to pop off all at the same time. He contracted the virus, and then all his limbs popped off. Nurses and doctors didn't know what to do for the guy. They were all stumped because it was highly contagious. None of the other patients, though, had contracted this virus, though. Just the staff there. Just the people that worked there, because they think it might have been a staph infection. I was at the doctor's office because for an entire week, I ran around just yelling, A-E-I-O-U. Sometimes why? I had irritable bowel syndrome. Fellas in here, raise your hand if you've had a prostate exam in your entire life. Any fellas? There's one. One will admit it. Come on, hashtag me too. Yeah. I don't know if you guys experience this, but when I went and had a prostate exam, and there were multiple people in the room with the glove on, ready to go. They were standing in line, basically. And I assumed the position, and the first person came up. And I looked back. Yeah. Second person came up. Third person came up. Fourth person came up. And I was like, hey, this is highly unusual. Isn't this highly unusual? I came in for an eye exam. What are you guys doing? The next lady in line said, we expect this is the Walmart Eye Center. I was in the military. I was in the Army. He was in the Marines. And who in here was served in the military? Anybody other than us? You were in the military? Cool. That's cool. I was in the Army, and we were buddied up. Are you familiar with this? They buddy you up with somebody? They buddied me up with this guy, Packer. That one is a real name. We called him Packer. You'll find out why. So they buddy me up with this guy, Packer, and we go on this obstacle course. This obstacle course was a pretty cool obstacle course, you know. But in part of the obstacle course, they had this rope you're supposed to come down. Not like a carabine rope, like not that kind of carabine rope, but it was like a shimmy down rope. It was a big, thick rope where you shimmy down the rope. And whoever goes first stands at the bottom and holds the rope waiting for the next guy to shimmy down. So I'm the first one down, and I'm holding the rope. And Packer comes down the rope, but instead of taking off running like he's supposed to, because I'm supposed to wait for him to take off running, and then I'm supposed to follow him. He comes down, he starts running around the rope, screaming. Then his pants start smoking, and he's yelling and screaming. His pants burst into flames, and he goes, ah, and he grabs his pants and throws them up in the air, and they land on a communications cable above the obstacle course there. And he's just like freaking out. And I'm like, what the hell is going on with Packer? Now, Packer's a pack rat. That's why he got his name Packer, because he packs stuff away. And earlier that day, I asked Packer where my Strike Anywhere matches were, because they were gone. And apparently he had been running around stealing everybody's Strike Anywhere matches and putting them in his cargo pockets. And when he came down that rope, the friction from the rope had ignited those Strike Anywhere matches, causing them to, burst into flames and him to throw his pants up in the air. And the whole time he was telling me why his pants were on fire, I thought to myself, liar, liar, pants on fire, hanging on that telephone wire. He told me all day he didn't steal my matches. I know he did. This is where I'm supposed to be telling a song, writing a song, not writing a song, singing a song, but I'm not going to sing a song. I was at a grocery store, and this was a while ago, and I was doing these little. Can I put this up here? Am I allowed to put this up here? Lower it down. Lower it. Okay. I was at a grocery store doing demos, handing out Oreo cookies and stuff like that to people who were walking by. And this one lady, she kept walking by, and then finally she stopped and she said, "You're a male chauvinist." No, I'm not a male chauvinist. You're a male chauvinist. You didn't offer me a cookie, and you didn't say hi. And I was like, "Ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about, but I have Asperger's syndrome, and I'm not really allowed to talk to angry people." Yeah, and according to this card, you're very angry. That's my Asperger's joke. I got these little things. How much time? Oh my gosh, I'm 7 minutes in. We got to get some good songs. Good jokes. Can I sing a song? I wrote this song about going to my favorite restaurant to eat. It goes like this. I went down to Mickey D's to buy myself some chicken nuggets. They didn't have no BBQ. I had to buy some ketchup, French fries, or chicken nuggets. I can't really tell. Instead of going to Mickey D's, I should have went to Taco Bell. It's my chicken nug song. You gonna play along? Play along, yeah. I was in Independence, Missouri. Anybody heard of Independence, Missouri? Independence, Missouri? I had a shirt on that said, "Jesus is the rock." And I'm walking, and this lady comes walking up to me, and she was kind of large, and she was going like this. And her arm sounded like a flag on a roller coaster. And she got really close to me. She started, "Jesus ain't the rock! He might be John Cena, but he ain't the rock." So, lady, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't watch football. What are you talking about? Football, right? Wrestling? Psst. I don't know much about sports. I always get that wrong because I don't know much about sports. The only thing I know about sports is if you kick a home run from the top of the key, it's a hat trick. Unless you call a mulligan, then it's a corner kick. Okay? Yeah. I like that joke. Yeah. A buddy of mine, he's all into sports. We went to the dog park together. I had my dog, he had his dog. And he was listening to the match, the game, the volley, the race, the whatever, the tournament, the thing on his little earbud. And he's listening to it, and he's ignoring his dog. And his dog is running around that dog park, running up to people and knocking people down. Knocking people down. I was like, "Hey, man, watch your dog. What's wrong with your dog anyway?" He goes, "I'm sorry, he's a Pentecostal healer. He can't help it." I got another buddy of mine. He went to KFC with his service animal. He went to KFC with his service animal, and he goes into KFC, and the lady there at KFC said, "You can't bring that dog, or you can't bring that animal in here." He said, "What do you mean I can't bring this animal in here?" She said, "You can't bring that in here." He said, "That's my service animal." She said, "Well, that's a chicken, and this is KFC." He said, "But it's my service animal chicken." She said, "There's no such thing as a service animal chicken." He goes, "This chicken can talk. And when I start having one of my episodes, the chicken talks me down." The lady goes, "There's no such thing as a talking chicken." He goes, "Look, if you ask my chicken any 3 questions, my chicken will answer you, and I can prove to you that the chicken can talk." And the lady goes, "If your chicken can talk, I'll buy you your dinner, and I'll give that chicken some corn or something." See, I'm not getting him chicken. Dude goes, "Yeah, bet. Let's do it." So he said, "Ask the chicken any 3 questions." The manager looks at the chicken and goes, "Okay, chicken, when you go to the library, what do you check out at the library?" And the chicken says, "A book." The lady goes, "That doesn't prove anything." "Okay, chicken, who's your favorite composer?" And the chicken goes, "Bach." The lady goes, "That doesn't prove anything." "Okay, here's a tough question. Okay, chicken, who's the best president who's ever lived?" And the chicken thinks for a second, and it says, Barack? And they kick him out. And my buddy and the chicken are sitting on the curb, and my buddy looks at the chicken and goes, "What were you thinking?" And the chicken says, "Should I have said Reagan? Maybe they were Republicans." I don't know. Republicans. I taught my dog a trick. It wasn't as cool as, healing people or talking. I taught my dog to shake. I'd say, "Shake," and my dog would shake. And I'd say, "Shake," and my dog would shake. And then my wife said, "He's a Chihuahua. He shakes all the time. That's really impressive." I reminded her she's the one that named him Michael J. Fox. I know. I told her about that. I also have some cats. Anybody in here cat owners? Cat owners? My cat had a tick, and I was new to animals as pets, and I didn't know how to get rid of a tick. So I looked up on the Google. Have you heard of this Google? The Google? I looked up on the Google, and the first Google result said what you're supposed to do is heat up a spoon, and the tick will back its way out. You heat up a spoon, and you apply it to the tick, and the tick will back its way out. That didn't work. The second Google result said what you're supposed to do is take your fingertips and twist and pull. Twist and pull. That didn't work either. The third Google result said what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to just grab it with some tweezers and yank it out really quick. And that didn't work either. And then I realized boy cats have nipples too. I'm Jeff Onyx. You guys were awesome.
Give it up for one more time for Jeff Onyx. Because he actually only has one friend. So I've been thinking, ladies, this is a question for you. Are you guys saving money due to this whole Kung Flu thing? Saving money on makeup because of you only have to cover half? Hey, it's a blessing at the bar on Saturday night when you can't find one to take home. Anyway. I know, I'm dumb. What's sad is on my show on Tuesday nights, I'm the smart one. You can see that on Facebook. Go to Woe Entertainment. Shameless plug. I like doing that kind of thing. He authorized it, so I can do it. And he's the only one that can beat my ass, so. Make sure you come over and check out our merch table as well. And obviously the 50-50. If anybody buys into it, we'll draw a ticket. And if you have that ticket, you'll get half the pot. The other half goes towards our veteran suicide prevention. Who likes free shit? Oh, you don't count. Okay, the mayor likes free shit. There we go. Go figure a politician likes free shit, right? I'm kidding. All right, so underneath somebody's chair, there is a Joker playing card taped to the bottom of somebody's chair. This is the crowd participation part where you look under your chairs, and it's not a joke. I think they thought I was fucking with them. Now, I know that it's under a chair because I was actually there whenever it was placed. Oh, it's Emily. Come on. You get free shit. I'm not walking up there. It's the crowd participation part. Thank you. Oh, this next comedian coming to the stage was named Comic of the Year by Craig Glazier in 2017, Stanford's Comedy Club. Hey, I got it right this time. It's only been a year and a half. Oh, man. He's on a weekly radio show on blackskyradio.com called These Two Idiots. Please welcome to the stage the godfather of comedy, Mr. Richard Montano.
I want to apologize to the owner of this fine establishment. I reached under my chair and felt something and clearly ripped the tag off the bottom of the chair. I don't know if this is a long-term problem or not, but there's definitely no resale value on that particular chair anymore, and I apologize to you for it. But I thought I had won something, and let's face it, free shit matters, right? So, do you guys... I see some people my age in the audience. Obviously, there's some young people. Fuck you. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean fuck you. I meant fuck you. It's totally different when you say it like that. I meant there's some people my age in the audience. Do you guys feel like you're getting softer? And I don't mean like your arms or your legs, which, of course, are falling to disarray and ruin. I've got, like, saggy stuff on the inside of my thigh that I can't explain to anybody, but I go like, no, look. See that? That's not supposed to do that, bro. So, but I'm getting softer as an adult. I see this. I see it in my grandkids, right? I have grandchildren now. I have an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, 8-year-old, and a 7-year-old. The 11-year-old's a pussy little snitch whip. I hate him the most of all of them. I got to be honest. Because he'll come in and tell on himself, right? He'll come in and tell me he's done bad shit. I'm like, bro, that's not how this works. Get out of here, right? My mom doesn't hit me. I'm like, because she's worried about Child Protective Services. I don't give a shit if they take you. Get out of here. But no, I noticed it. I took the boys to the ocean, right? I took them to the ocean, and I was like, hey, I'm going to take you to the ocean. We're going to go out to California. We're going to experience the beach. And I bought them all vests, right? Because they're okay swimmers, but, I wanted to make sure they could float. So I bought them all vests. But the 7-year-old was like, I want to wear the tube too. I'm like, if you're wearing that tube, when the wave hits you, it's going to flip you over, and it's just going to hold you down. You won't be able to come out of it, right? And he goes, no, I don't want to get in the water, Papa, without the tube. I'm going to wear the tube. I'm like, okay, I'm warning you. And then, of course, 5 minutes later, I just see these legs floating down a wave, just running down. And so I go panicking, and I run into the beach, and the sand finally catches him and rolls him back over, and he just runs out of the water, and I grab him. I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay, buddy? You okay? No, you're fine. Breathe. Breathe, buddy. It's okay. Had that been my kid, I would have been like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I told you not to do that shit. I told you, don't do that shit in here. I said if you wear that thing, it was going to roll you over. And look what the fuck happened. You don't listen. But because it was my grandson, I was nice. I was like, oh, my God, buddy, are you okay? Oh, you poor little... God damn it, I'm getting soft in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? You see it, right? You guys see it, right? You're way nicer to your grandkids. And I know it's because I don't have to deal with him on a daily basis, right? I never have to wake him up for school, and I know I hated that part of the relationship. But damn, I feel like a pussy. I mean, I just feel like I should be harder on these kids because they're killing our world. And here's what I'm talking about. You see this scar right here? I got this pockmark scar, right? Because when I was a kid, chicken pox were a real thing. If you got them, it was serious. In fact, if you got them in like your teens or your 20s, chances are it was just going to turn this whole area into a big pockmark scar about 2 inches. They were going to put a little slit in it. You were going to have to hold the slit to piss. That was the thing, right? My generation, we cured that shit, right? You guys, you're on COVID. Seems like you're falling down on the fucking job because a lot of people are dying, and I don't see any cures in the works. All right? So at this point, when I see like a group of small people, I just want to set up a M50 and just start counting bodies. It's a mercy killing at this point because I don't see you making it. And here's the problem. Even if you get through COVID or the next one, you're still going to have to deal with marriage and children, and you're not ready. Look, there are kids right now, 20-year-old kids who go, oh, I'm going out to California. Oh, yeah? How are you getting there? I'm going to drive. Can you change a tire? What's a tire change? Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? What are you going to do if the tire gets flat? Well, I'll YouTube it. Oh, fucking YouTube you. You kidding me? YouTube. It's a tragedy. No, here's the problem. They have too much information, right? All these kids have too much access to too much information. We didn't have all that problem, right? I was jerking off to a Sears catalog. I didn't have 19 programs of porn to go with. It's not just me, right? Right? I mean, it was like, oh my God, did you see that bra? Oh, that bra was hot. Oh my God. Now they just type FFFM and it's 3 chicks and a dude butt naked going crazy. What is wrong with them? Now I see why you're overloaded. I get it. That's where the mercy killing comes in, folks. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, no, and you're not ready for marriage and children. You think you guys are. Oh, but you're so not. You're so not. No, because it's the long game. Marriage and children is the long game. You got to really be into it, man. First, I got some rules that I think have made my marriage successful that I want to share with you young people. The two of you, I mean. Anyway, here's the first one. And these are in no particular order, but they matter, all right? First and foremost, make love to your wife, okay? As often as you can, right? There's 30 days in a month, 25 of those days, you should be in her. I mean, I'm telling you. That's the truth. No, look, you got to come 21 times just to keep your mental status right. That's what they release. So I'm just giving you an extra 4. And if you like jerking off more than you like making love to your wife, that marriage is already over, bro. It's already over. And if you need to keep it spicy, what we do is we've started making love in bathrooms. And I'm not talking like shower love, like everybody does that. But sink love, toilet love, oh my God, that's some shit right there, boy. Right? If you can get your wife to come on the toilet, you've done some shit, bro. You have come forward with some correct shit. I mean, you've made some strides. All right? Number 2, and this is important, be dependable. All right? Make sure that you show up on time for shit. If the kids need you to be there, the wife wants you to be there. And drive her around. She doesn't like to drive, and most of the time she can't. Or she doesn't know how, and she thinks she can, which is worse. Right? So drive her around and be dependable. That's all you got to do. And number 3, and this I think is the key to my marriage, lie to your wife. All right? Look, lie to your wife all the time. Not just about the big shit, bro. Lie to her about the little stuff, because then the big lies will sound like the little ones, and they all sound the same. At least you're consistent. You're a dependable liar. These important things, bro. You're going to lie about the big shit anyway. Nobody ever goes home and goes, oh, I got fired because I was smoking weed at work. Yeah. No, they don't do that. They go home and go, no, I got fired because my boss hates me, and he's been looking for a reason to fire me all the time, and I happened to walk by these guys who were having a cigarette, and he thought it was weed, and we all got fired. See? See how that works? It's way better that way. Way better. I've been doing comedy since 2014. And then in 2016, I talked to the head of this comedy club, and I was like, hey, bro, I want to start doing movies. You know, I'd really like to start acting. And he was like, nope, you're never going to be an actor. You're way too big. And I was like 484 pounds back then. All right, so you have to imagine I was like a big boy. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, there's just, name one 500-pound actor, bro. I was like, oh, shit, you're right. So I went and I committed to weight loss, right? And I went to the doctor, saw the doctor. I was like, hey, I need to lose weight. And he's like, you need to stop drinking. I was like, you bastard. And he's like, and you probably should stop using drugs. I was like, really? Like all of them? And he goes, well, not the ones I give you, but the ones you get from your other guy, you should probably stop using. I was like, damn it. So I did. I committed to it, right? Over the next year and a half, I lost 300 pounds. Got down to 189 pounds, right? I was looking good, still doing comedy. Things were going well. I started auditioning. After 6 months of audition, I finally got cast in my first movie, right? 2019, I filmed it. It's called Head Cheese the Movie. It released 2 months ago during COVID, so nobody saw it. But it is available on PJs and Pixels and on Amazon. So I got my first movie role, right? That movie role got me a cast in a sitcom. A pilot for a sitcom. I did 4 episodes, and I was so excited. I was like, oh, my God, I'm doing this. And then this producer comes to me, and he goes, hey, Richard, we really like the work that you're doing. We feel like we've got this other role that we really like to see you in. But the guy's kind of portly, so I need you to gain 50 pounds. What did you say? I need you to gain like 50, 60 pounds. Can you do that for me? I was like, are you kidding me? He goes, no. I'm like, yeah, I guess so. I mean, for work, I'll do it, right? So I started putting on weight. And what you don't realize about putting on weight is it's kind of like an avalanche, right? Because once you start doing it, it just keeps coming at you. I'm like at 260 going, no, I don't want to gain any more weight. And here's the other thing about gaining weight that sucks for men. I don't know about women, but for men, you can gain 100 pounds and your penis gets no bigger. In fact, it actually gets smaller, okay? Because what happens is the fat deposits start to surround this area where your penis is, and they start to kind of fold over it. So my 2 inches became 1.5 inches, and I was like, God damn it! But lucky for me, I'm shooting that movie in September, and then I can lose my weight again. So anyway, that's my shameless promotion. Okay. That's my shameless promotion. I want you guys to check out my movie on Amazon, Head Cheese the Movie, and check out my new sitcom that just is releasing next week or the week after. It's called Disturb and Protect. So please check those things out. Now, I want to talk to you seriously about the way this whole environment is coming at us, right? I don't think we're doing enough to kill this planet at this point. A lot of people think that we're killing this planet. I don't think we're doing enough. I think that we should start like pouring our motor oil into the driveway just for fun. Those kind of things need to happen. Here's why. I think that politicians are making too much money on the idea that we're damaging the environment. So they need to make their money on the idea that we really are damaging the environment, right? We're going to change the game up on them. We're going to start like doing hazardous stuff. And here's what I'm talking about. My wife and I were driving in the mountains the other day, right? I'm a safe driver. I'm very cautious. I got the car at like 10 miles an hour. We're doing this massive hill, right? I'm going up it. I'm doing 10 or 20 miles an hour. I keep pulling over because people just keep racing by me. My wife is from the country. She was born in St. Charles, Missouri. She grew up driving country roads, so she thinks she's a country girl. So she says, that's it. I can't take this anymore. Pull over, I'll drive. So I'm like, okay. So I pull over. We switch places. Mario Angeladretti over there is behind the wheel for 15 minutes, right? We're doing 35 miles an hour. And apparently, driving country means you don't care about your car or the people in it. That's what it means. It means just go as fast as you goddamn can and hold on to the wheel. That's what driving country is. Okay, I didn't know. I'm from the city. I grew up in L.A., right? We don't drive like that. We're worried about people coming around and swerving. My wife was like, "Rah, rah, rah." About 15 minutes into the downhill, I go, hey, you smell that? She goes, smell what? And then the brakes just start firing up like you can see smoke coming out of the car. She pulls it over. I jump out of the car, grab a Gatorade, because I don't know what else to do, and throw it on the brakes, right? I'm like pouring it on the brakes. There's some guy from Colorado who's in the parking lot. He goes, hey, don't do that. You warp the brakes. I'm like, I'm not going to have the car catch on fire. My wife gets out and goes, you know that's your fault, right? I'm like, what? She goes, well, you were driving so slow up the hill, you were heating up the brakes. Oh, shit. Did you just pull a 180 on me? I'm the liar in this relationship. You don't get to do that shit to me. Crazy. I moved to Las Vegas when I started doing movies because my wife didn't want to live in California and I needed to be out on the West Coast to start doing that stuff. And so we settled on Las Vegas. And I got to tell you, you want to talk about culture shock, right? I get off the bus. It's like 8 o'clock. And if you live in Vegas, you know don't drive downtown, right? It's just it's a mess. You'll spend 40 minutes trying to get to one location. Get on the bus, way easier. You get to listen to your headphones, just chill out. So I get off the bus. It's 8 in the morning, right? I come around the corner by Bally's. There is a lady in a corset, thigh-high black boots, holding a whip in one hand and a leash in the other. There is a guy in a suit with a ball gag and his ass hanging out the back, just walking down the street like this. He's just walking, and she's pulling his leash. She's just like pulling his leash with the whip, and every once in a while she just smacks him in the face. Hey, does everybody else see this? Right? I stop a guy who's like one of the street guys. I'm like, hey, does everybody else see this? He goes, oh yeah, that's Tammy and Tony. That's Tuesday, right? I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean it's Tuesday, bro? That dude's ass is hanging out and he's getting beat as he's walking down the strip. This is wrong. My favorite experience so far in Las Vegas, and I've had a few of them, is when I had the grandkids out, I took them all to Fremont Street, right? And there's a guy handing out flyers. So I tell my 11-year-old, I'm like, hey, grab one of those, right? Because I know what it is. It's hookers, right? It's naked hookers with the phone number and shit, right? He's 11. I know it's going to freak him out. I'm like, hey, grab me one of those, would you? And I just walk by. He grabs it, looks at it, and just, like he didn't know what to do, right? He's just shaking and shit. I'm like, hey, did you get it? Come on, let's go. He's like, it's a woman. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, no, it's supposed to be a woman, bro. He's like, it's a naked woman. I'm like, yeah. No, it's supposed to be a naked woman, bro. He's, no, it's a naked woman, like, with their boobies out. I'm like, that shit was hilarious to me. See, I'm getting soft. Had that been my kid, I'd been like, why'd you take it? I told you not to take it. Damn kids. I don't even understand why we're still having them. How did you get convinced to have children? Be honest. Were you drunk? Yeah, you were. You were hammered as shit. I could see it in your eyes. You're like, this mother, he got me drunk, and then he, did his thing, and then next thing I know, I'm like, I'm stuck with this thing. I don't get it. You have kids too? No? Don't ever do it. Don't do it to yourself. Look behind you. See these people right here? They got plenty of kids. Look at them. Yeah, look. She can barely get out of her chair, and this young man right here, he's got 4 different kinds of brain disease. Trust me. You don't want to have anything to do with children. No, look, they're horrible. They're horrible. Look, first off, don't get me wrong. For about 15 minutes a day, you're like, oh my God, kids are so great. But then the rest of the time, there's just piss and shit everywhere, and you're like, damn it. And they're dirty. They're dirty little savages. Even the girls. Even the little girls are dirty little savages, man. You walk into the room, and you're like, why are your underwear sticking to the wall? What is going on over here? I don't get it. Goddamn savages, bro. How do you not see that? Don't have children. What I'm saying is just get your tubes tied now. Save yourself. Look, figure a kid will cost you $60,000, $70,000 a year. Imagine what you could do with $60,000 or $70,000 a year. I'm talking trips to Paris. I'm talking Rome. I'm talking Greek gods. Buy shit that you don't even need. You can have 4 different bowling balls for just one hand. Be awesome shit. No, but you have a kid, dude. It's shoes. Kids go through shoes like you would not believe, dude. You think you have to replace tires on a car? Wait until you have an 8-year-old. That little bastard will grow out of 3 pairs of shoes in one school year. You'd be like, what the hell happened? These shoes fit yesterday. And then there'll just be holes and dirt and everywhere. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I would rather, and I hate dogs, but I would rather have a dog than a child anytime, right? Because at least with a dog, right, they understand you kind of. Kids don't understand. That's the basic thing about kids. And I didn't get it when I was raising my own children. I always thought, like, if I told them something, they'd understand me, right? If I said, listen, guys, so this is going to be scary. We're going into a haunted house, okay? People are going to jump out. They're going to grab you, and you're going to be scared, okay? But no, that's not what you get inside, and then you got an 11-year-old just curled up on the floor crying like a little bitch, and you're like, get up! It's just a dude in a mask. Come on, man. We're holding up the line. Anyway, I'm Richard Montano. That's my time. Thank you very much.
Give it up one more time for Richard Montano. Wipe his damn sweat off the mic. Hey, for those of you who didn't know, we're actually live on Facebook and YouTube right now as well. So everybody say hi and wave to the people watching across the nation. And I also want to take a moment to say thank you to Miss Jessica for having us out, the owner and proprietor of Pockets and Pinz. This is the second time we've been here, right? Yeah. I've got bad memory, so I've got to have somebody to remind me shit. Again, if you want in on the 50-50, it's right over there. I'll be over there. And actually, real quick, I do want to recognize somebody. The #1 fan of the Woe Radio Show who shows up to watch the show at least 30 minutes late every fucking week. Mr. Daryl Witt. And you know what? He actually showed up to this show about 30 minutes late. All right. Do I need to do anything before I get you up here? All right. This next man is the United States Marine Corps veteran, co-founder of the Redneck Pimp Club, co-host of the Woe Radio Show, as well as the COO of Woe Entertainment. He is a proud veteran, a proud American. Can't stress that one enough. The bad boy of comedy, your own Redneck Pimp.
How y'all doing tonight, huh? You having a good night? Good time? Give another round of applause for our MC and our other comedians tonight. Thank you very much. That's right. I'm a Hamilton. I live outside of Hamilton. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I live there, right? And pay taxes there. My address is kind of funny, though. I got a Hamilton address. I live in Davies County. I pay Breckenridge water. I got Chillicothe lights. I got race and mind syndrome. How the fuck can I pay the bills in my house? Okay, I tell you how you do it. You marry a good woman. That's what I got. I got a trophy wife. Okay, I might have a mind like a steel trap, but I remember everything at one time. Okay, and a lot of veterans and Justin and Richard and we suffer from a lot of us from PTSD and race and mind syndrome, which is an actual thing. And you notice I've been doing comedy for a long time. I got a cheat sheet up here. Ain't because I don't know what I'm telling you. It's to keep me in line to what the hell I'm telling you, okay? Because a lot of veterans are like, squirrel. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Hey, come here. So that's what's going on. Thank y'all for being here tonight. We do this because 22 a day. 22 veterans a day commit suicide. And now because of the COVID, they say it's 35 a day. Think about that, guys. At the end of the year, you're losing Savannah, half of St. Joe or more. Think about that. It's a bad epidemic. So we do what we do. I got a motto. If you're laughing, you ain't crying. I guess you can scientifically do both. I don't know. I can. And comedy really, really helped me out. I went from beating people up. And when I say that, I mean the judge actually knew my name, social security number, date of birth. I'm 5'11". Okay. He knew all that about me. At that time, it's time for a change, don't you think? So now I tell jokes instead of beating people up. But here we go. I'm glad to see y'all here from Corona. Anybody here had the coronavirus? Anybody? Good. I'm glad to see nobody had that. We learned a lot of things from the coronavirus, okay? First of all, give these fucking teachers a raise, okay? Next time they want a raise, give them a raise. Give teachers a round of applause right now, okay? Right now, if you're a teacher, God bless you, okay? Jesus Christ. Look, I didn't think it was that bad, this corona. My wife and I got 11 grandkids, 11 of them, and they're a joy. But if I got to see PJ Masks one more fucking time, I'm going to shoot myself. And who the hell are the Ninjalinos? Holy shit, Ninjalinos. Shut up. PTSD kicking in. Sounds and buzzes. Jesus Christ. So, thank the teachers. Also, something we learned. When little Johnny come home from school from now on and tell you the teacher's picking on him, after homeschooling little Johnny, he's a damn liar. You know who the problem is now, don't you? Yeah, little Johnny. Yeah. Something else we learned about Corona. We know who in your house loves you. Okay? My wife, for example. We'll talk about her. She's way over there, so she can't get to me yet. My wife, for example, don't give a damn about the news. She's sick of hearing it. But she's on that phone all the time. On the phone. She's a Google queen. She can find anything. And the guy on the news said, well, we got to go to 14-day quarantine. As soon as he said quarantine, the last breath of air come out, she looked up. Wait a minute, what? Quarantine? 14 days of this motherfucker? Oh, give me the COVID. Give me the COVID. This is bullshit. And you figure out who in your family is an alcoholic. Okay, during COVID, you figure it out. You also figure out who needs medication. Okay, and if you don't know who needs it, it's probably you. Okay, you're probably the one who needs the medication. Something else we learned about COVID. They bought out all the toilet paper. They bought out a hand sanitizer. So that means a lot of asses being wiped and a lot of hands being washed, right? But explain me this. How come when I go to Walmart, when I get in there, right, when I get to Walmart, they got bars of soap stacked this fucking high on the ground with dust on it. Nobody's bathing? You ain't washing your ass? No bars of soap sold? What the hell? I don't understand that during COVID, right? It's bad. It's bad. something else you learn. Little Johnny steals. Little Johnny steals. And he lies. One more time. Thank your teachers. Okay? Thank your teachers. Because little Johnny is a pain in the ass. And now that we're getting out from COVID, I got some fashion tips for you. I mean, I'm not a very fashionable guy. I mean, this is what I look like every day of my life, right? But I got some fashion tips for you. Men, during COVID, we sat around and mismatched stuff, bellies hanging out, sweatpants, half a shirt, whatever. We're getting out now. Get a haircut, man. Get your nails done. If you don't know what I mean, if you got toenails like a pterodactyl, cut them sons of bitches, okay? It's time. Clean up a little bit. And if you're real hairy, wear the proper shirt. But if you're hairy, I'm not picking it. I'm talking about the hairy guy that I can attack you with Velcro. If you see Velcro and you beat feet, trim your ass up, okay? And men, stop wearing those socks to your kneecaps, those white socks with sandals. When your belly, you know how stupid that fucking looks? You must be already married, because I know your ass ain't dating, okay? Ain't no. Women go, no, hell no. And women, we're open now. Go get pretty. Get your hair done. Get your nails done. Get your pretty on again, right? And when you get your shorty shorts, do me a favor. When you wear your shorty shorts, please trim up your girl, right? Because nobody wants to see you look like a Siberian husky. Right? Clean that shit up. How many of you have kids? Grown adult kids? Yeah. Sorry about that. Wife and I have 4 adult kids. I hate them sons of bitches. I swear to God, they're grown ass. I hate every damn one of them. And I'm not discriminating. I hate them all equally. Okay, boot to the ass is the only way I think. Are you getting your ass kicked today? You're getting 2 ass kickings. Remember the ass kicking from 10 years ago? I'm gonna get it to you today, right? We hit our kids, and I'll tell you how bad it was. As soon as the last kid, he had his foot out the door, right? Wife and I were packing boxes. We were calling on Arizona. We were putting a down payment on the house. We were leaving. That's how bad it is. Because when they come to my house, they lie all the time. They lie to each other. You ever had that? Kids lying to each other? You can't trust them. They lie. They borrow my shit. They break it and don't return it. And when they do return it, they say, well, it's broke when I got it. If it's broke when you got it, how the hell did you use it? Yeah. So, and they treat me like the bank of dad. Like I'm an ATM machine. I got a son. Dad, can I get $20 for gas? I need $20. I need $20. $20 sounds like a crack habit. It don't sound like a fucking gas tank to me. That sounds like a crack habit. $20 all the time. And they call all hours of the freaking night. 1 a.m. Hello. Hi, Dad. The moon's up. Oh, okay. She hangs up. 3 o'clock in the morning. Dad, you know the wind's blowing? She hangs up. Okay. This goes on, and I got tired of it, right? So 10 o'clock, my wife and I were laying in bed, and when you're married, a lot of times you and your wife do most of your talking. When you lay there with each other, you can hear each other, right? You're not being bothered. My wife laying there talking. My daughter's ringtone rings, right? I'm thinking, okay, I got this. I'm going to stop this. Wife's like, no, honey, don't you do it. I said, no. I'm going to interject some redneck in this situation right damn now. I answered the phone. I said, hello? Is Mom there? I was like, yeah, baby, right there. Ooh, Daddy like it. Give me some more of that. Your mom's busy. Ew. She hung up. Hey, you laugh. She quit calling. Her ass quit. I don't hear from her at 9:30 no more. She quit calling. Man, it's so bad around my house. I don't know if I call Dr. Phil, call Jerry Springer, or a fucking exorcist. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, and pay attention, young ones, maybe I should have accidentally let them in a hot car when they were kids. Accidentally, I'm just saying, right? Not just say, don't do that. These are jokes and shit, How many have grandbabies or little bitty ones running around the house? Grandbabies, little bitty ones. I know you do, Richard. Yeah, there you go. They're a blessing. Ain't they a blessing? One, because they ain't yours, right? They're a blessing. And you remember all this shit your kids did when they were young? You hop them up and said, hey, come here. Your dad used to call me names. Here. Yes, Grandpa said you can have 4 pieces of chocolate because you're going home in 10 minutes to enjoy that chocolate, right? And grandbabies are a blessing, but they're like parrots. They're like sponges, and they demonstrate everything they see, okay? All right, here we go. Around my house growing up, my kids are always like, Dad, you can't watch our babies when we get older. I said, why not? Because you'll teach them bad things. Me? Okay. Well, I don't want to watch them anyway. Screw you, right? So our oldest granddaughter, she was 6 months before I got to hold her and play with her. My son says, Dad, can you watch her? Oh, I don't know. Can I? I mean, now you need a baby. Is Papa good enough, right? He goes, well, can you watch her? I said, all right, we'll watch her. Fine. And now let me stop right there a second. I'm 5'11" and a half, depending upon what police station I leave, okay? A former United States Marine, all right? MMA champion in the cage, right? I could kill 206 different ways. Ladies, God bless you, bitches. God bless you when you raise kids. I'm sorry. Hey, call my mom, sweetheart, and tell her I'm sorry, okay? I ain't changed a diaper in about 25 years at this point, okay? Now, there's 3 parts to a diaper. There's crap. You need crap to a diaper. There's shit. And there's shit like a grown man. Okay? Well, I didn't know this. I thought about, she played all she wanted to, and I fed her, and she drank, and I fed her, and she fed her and fed her and fed her. Dumbass. She ain't potty trained yet. Okay? So, time for me to change the diaper. Here I am, Marine, right? I can change it. Who's she playing with? Took her onesie off, opened her diaper up. I seen my ancestors. It ain't funny. I almost face planted. I was looking for the Vicks to rub beneath my nose. Ma'am, I'm sensitive about this issue. It was so bad, she shit like a grown man. It had 3 textures, 3 colors, and 3 different fucking smells. I would rather charge a fucking bunker with 50 cal shooting at me. I'm like, son of a bitch. I had a limited amount of baby wipes. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Maybe I can load her up, take her to the car wash, okay? I don't want to mess my truck up. This shit stinks. Help, Lord. Hey, you said you wouldn't forsake me. So I grab her. I take her, put her underneath the bathtub with her little butt. She's just giggling. I'm running through the house. Right? I take my toe. I turn on the hot water. She's sitting there. She's just giggling. I said, yeah, keep laughing. I turn on the cold water, and I go back and forth like I'm Fred Astaire dancing or something, right? I finally got it warm for her. And I rolled her little butt underneath that water and cleaned her all up, and she's just giggling, right? I took her back, finished wiping her up with baby wipes, put a little powder on her, put a diaper on, and said, that's right, Papa. Damn right. Took care of that baby. That's right. That's right. Son comes home and said, Dad, you have problems? I said, no, you kidding me? That was easy. He didn't know I about died. He didn't know about to make up a will, okay? But they're joys. You suffer that for your grandbabies, right? And that part about me teaching my grandbabies bad things, no, it wasn't me. Didn't learn that from me. My wife has this term she likes to use when she's pissed off. She's doing something, she goes, cock monkey. I don't know what the hell a cock monkey even is. I don't know if it's a monkey with a long dick or a cock monkey riding one. I don't have a clue what cock monkey means. All right. All of a sudden you hear, cock monkey, cock monkey. My 2-year-old blonde, precious blue-eyed granddaughter. Cock monkey. Oh, yeah. Well, go ahead, honey. That's not Papa, right? She goes home. 30 minutes later, I hear, brrr. I know it's my daughter's ringtone because it come up, your daughter. So I answered the phone. I said, yes, babe. You know what your granddaughter said a while ago? I said, hold on a second. Sweetheart, it's for you. Line 1. Okay? Didn't learn that from me. That wasn't Papa. And we got 2 grandsons that are going to jail. They just are. We already know it now. All my kids are budgeting bail money for them, okay, right now, okay? They're thugs. They're straight up thugs. Richard, brother, you know, they're thugs, okay? And what I mean by that is, one of them, and I love him to death, he's Papa's biggest fan. He walked around the house, he goes, behold! Behold! I said, what are you doing? He goes, hey, Mommy, I'm playing a biblical sheep herder. I said, oh, okay, well, you're doing something with the Bible. That ought to be good. Go ahead. So he goes in the bathroom. He grabs a white towel, wraps around his head, puts another white towel around his body. He walks over, unscrews the broom handle, and he walks around like he's a shepherd, and all through the kitchen and house, saying, behold. I didn't think nothing about it. I said, well, let him get his behold on. You know, I didn't think nothing about this. All of a sudden, he comes to the kitchen and says, behold, bitch, make me a sandwich. That wasn't me. I face planted on the floor, okay? I was gasping for air. 2 puffs of smoke come out of my daughter's ears. My daughter's got an IQ of 140. She's trying to figure out how to keep her ass from going to jail. I thought she was going to catch a case. Okay? I thought she was going to jail. I thought she was going to whip his ass off his back. Okay? Christ. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. So, we had another grandson come over, and they love to wrestle. Grandbabies love to wrestle. Don't they, grandpas? They love to wrestle, right? I said, you want to wrestle with Papa? He said, yeah, let's wrestle. I get my old crepit ass on the floor, get wrestling. He's over stripping buck naked. I said, what are you doing? He's over doing a helicopter. I said, whoa, whoa, we don't do that. I said, what are you doing? He goes, well, that's what Mom and Daddy do before they wrestle. Wasn't me. Didn't learn that from me. One of the reasons, there's a couple different reasons, but one of the reasons I don't get to make any decisions around my house anymore, there's the next couple of jokes I'm about to tell you, right? One, guys, when we're watching a program, if we've seen it 100 times, we want to see it 101, right? We do. We don't want to be bothered. I think this particular day I was watching Goodfellas. I know everything they're going to say before they say it on Goodfellas, right? Especially Joe Pesci. I said, and all my grown kids come over and they were sitting around there watching it with me. And then they start talking. All of a sudden I heard, well, I ain't Dr. Phil, but I think that dude's crazy. I go, okay, all right, I'll let it go. And then I hear, wow, I don't know, but I ain't Jerry Springer, but I think you're going to fight. I'm like, what the? It's a movie. It's not even real. Whatever. Actually, Goodfellas was real. And then I hear, you know what? I'm not a mechanic, but you can't treat a car like that. What do you think, Dad? Right here. Here's where I got in trouble. This is why my kids ask me, don't ask me any more questions. I said, yeah? Well, I ain't the band Alabama, but I'm mounting your mama. They quit asking me questions. Quit asking me lots of questions. Now I'm going to do something for you. This joke is brand new. I never told this joke on stage before till tonight. From my people here in Hamilton, since I'm a fan, live here. You guys are the first one to hear this joke. Sometimes I dabble with harmonica. Let me show you. Here's how one sound. This is in C. And they got all kinds of harmonicas. Most popular one's in A, but this is in C, right? Thank you. Thank you. And if you look on a harmonica, most of them have 10 holes in them, okay? And when I'm explaining this to you, this is not a sexual toy from what you're about to hear. But it's got 10 holes that you blow through, okay? Make 10 different sounds. On the same holes, you can suck through them. Now, so you're blowing and sucking through this thing. You make 20 sounds. If you use your tongue, it sounds like this. Okay? Use your tongue. That's another 20 sounds. So now we're up to 40. And you can hold your breath, play one, double them up. You can do up to 100 and somehow different sounds. I said, well, what a neat little instrument. How did it get its name? I got a little research. And they wanted to call this thing the music box. I'm thinking, that's lame. I'm not even a musician. That's lame. Music box. What is this, the 60s? What music box, right? And I got to do a little more research, and I found that the guy that invented harmonica, I know the guy's name. The guy that invented it lived next door to a harlot named Monica, and she made a lot of sounds. Harmonica. Okay? Harmonica made a lot of sounds. But I'm so glad he didn't call it the redneck version of it. For example, let's say this gentleman out go play harmonica. His wife said, what are you doing? I'm going to go play harmonica. That sounds nice, right? I'm going to play harmonica. The redneck version says, what are you going to do? I'm going to go play the whore next door. Thank you. Thank you. That's for my hometown. That's for you guys. Thank you. Now, we're going to get a little dark here. This is the adult comedy show. Now, I've done told you how big I was and my training and everything. It's safe to say I'm a man's man, okay? I'm a man's man. Wife and I in the bedroom one night, she goes, honey, let's do a little role play. Role play? I'm a grown-ass man. Let's get after it. She goes, no, I'm serious now. Let's do a little role play. Okay, this is why I don't make any decisions in my house anymore. Here we go. Okay. I said, okay, me being a grown man, I thought, I like action movies. What better scene to act out than Taken with Liam Neeson, right? What better? So I slid down there. I coupled the vagina. I looked at that vagina. I said, vagina, I have a specific set of skills. Skills I've acquired over many years. Skills I use to make a vagina like you wet. If you leave now, you'll stay dry. But if you don't, vagina, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will lick you. Thank you. That's why I can't make any more decisions. She revoked my decisions right there, okay? It's her fault. You don't never give a redneck a choice like that, okay? That's just dumb. I mean, my wife's got a great high IQ, but that wasn't one of her smartest days. But, all right, enough of that crap. Those of you that know me, I do about 15 to 18 different impressions, depending upon what day it is and how my throat feels. So tonight, to close out, I'm going to do some impressions for you. I'm going to tell you a story. One of my favorite things to do is Donald Duck, okay? And I do it better than the guy that does it right now on TV. I'm going to prove it to you in just a second. But I learned how to do it when I was 8 years old. Now, you're going to figure out how old I am right now. I lived in Des Moines, Iowa for about 10 years when I was a little boy. And we'd always go to the movie theater, matinee, during the day. And they'd always play Walt Disney cartoons, full length cartoons before the movie. Okay? Well, me being a little degenerate, I learned how to do these voices. So it comes up Donald Duck. And we had an usher, an old usher with a long black flashlight. He'd walk down and make sure all the kids were safe. We're not making a mess. This particular movie, they had a balcony, okay? And that's where they shot the movie for the movie theater, through the balcony. I said, cool. I was sitting over here on the right-hand side. I always sit in my favorite seat over on the right-hand side. All right. The movie come on. It paused. As soon as Donald Duck come on, I said, fuck out. Fuck out. The old man said, hey, hurry. There's kids in here, man. Put in the right one. He holds down. I got in the one that says PG. Bullshit. Donald Duck cussed. You got the adult one in. He goes, there ain't no adult cartoons, dummy. It's PG. It's PG. No, it's not. Play it. Watch. So I'm over laughing. It goes on a little further. And I start saying the word bitch. I say, bitch. He said, right there, hear it? Here, Donald Duck is cussing. You ain't got the PG one in there. There's kids in here. We're going to get sued. Damn it, it says PG on here. It's the right one. Well, I went to the well too many times. I got ready to say, you son of a bitch to him. I said, yes, and he flashed his light and shot it right in my eyes. Right when I did, I'm like, oh, shit. He goes, you, come here. I'm like, oh, man. I walked my little curly-headed ass over there. He goes, you get your ass out of here before I call your mother right now and tell on you. Okay. But come here. I said, yes, sir. Well, that's a good job, man. That was nice. You had me full. Good job, buddy. Get out of here. At that time, I knew, well, I almost got an ass whipping doing it. I must be good at it. So I started learning through the years. I learned how to do Donald Duck real well. And then I started doing Walt Disney, Mickey Mouse. Hi, I'm Mickey Mouse. I started doing Mickey Mouse a lot, right? Then I started doing, Foghorn Leghorn, my favorite cartoon. I'll say, boy, what seems to be your major malfunction, right? Yogi Bear. Hey, boo-boo, give me the picnic basket from the park ranger. Hey, boo-boo. Or if you're gay, you can do the gay version of Yogi Bear. Hey, boo-boo, you keep the basket. Give me the ranger. Thank you. And I said, well, cartoons are cool, but I need to learn to do some adults. So one of my favorite Rockies, and maybe not yours, but Rocky 3 was my favorite Rocky as a kid. Because I like Mr. T. I like the whole Rocky premises. You know, I learned how to box with Rocky. Rocky's my boxing coach, right? So I started working on Mr. T's voice. And I remember the part in the movie where he goes, I won't be beat. I can't be beat. You better get that mind off your face, Creed. You know, doing Rocky, right? And I'm thinking, well, if I get him, maybe I can do one of my favorite comedians, Red Fox, right? And I had to walk and everything down with Red Fox. You big dummy. Behind every dummy, there's a dummy. You big dummy. It's a big one. I'm coming home. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm thinking, well, what else can I do? So there was a TV series on called In Heat of the Night. Anybody seen In Heat of the Night? Used to watch it? I know you ladies have because Bubba Skinner was gorgeous. See, hey, you said you wouldn't talk about him no more. All right. But he was a good-looking guy, right? But I got his voice down. He said, yo, Chief, you want me to go down and arrest that old boy and bring him back here, lock him in the jail? Right? I started doing him. But no, people didn't know who he was. And I just kept going on and on and on. I do Mexican voices, Arabian voices. I loved it. Started doing it. But those are kind of like in the past, and I'm thinking, I got to do something new, something fresh, something good, you know? So one day I watched Patrick Mahomes on TV. Y'all knew who Patrick Mahomes is? The quarterback, Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, by the way, I think we're brothers. Don't we look alike? He got $503 million. We're brothers. We're kin. Okay, we're kin. So I got to do him, and now I'm gonna do a part for you. This is when Patrick Mahomes got drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. All right. All right, guys. I'm here with Pat Mahomes, new quarterback of Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick, tell us a little about yourself. You know, I'm glad to be here in Kansas City right now, and Andy Reid is a hell of a coach, and he's the greatest coach of our world, and he's going to teach me real good, you know, and I'm going to learn behind Alex Smith, you know, and then I'm going to take over. As soon as he's gone, I'm going to win 2 Super Bowls, or 3 Super Bowls, or 4 Super Bowls. Anyway, I'm going to win Super Bowls. My job is to throw it to Tyreek Hill, throw it to Travis Kelce, hand to running back. I'm going to Walt Disney, and I'm going to eat ketchup. Put on my steak. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all very much. Thank y'all very much. Y'all had a good time tonight? I appreciate y'all coming out here tonight. Maybe the crowd be a little bigger. I know it's standing room only. I can't help that, you know. Sorry about not finding a chair in here, you know. But guys, I'm Redneck Pimp. Thank y'all very much. Let's give a round of applause for everybody here tonight.
Give it up one more time for Redneck Pimp. All right, guys, this is the point where I guess we part ways, and y'all don't get to look at my beautiful face because I'm the best looking of the guy that's been up here tonight. Oh, come on, I got to feel good about myself sometime. Anyway. Hey, Richard said you got to lie. Oh, man. What? Well, you know, I'm getting over this head cold. The medication's got me all whacked out. If you enjoyed the comedy you've seen here tonight, and please consider stopping by the merch table. We've got our donation jugs if you want to help support us being able to keep doing the free shows for our vets. No, too much soda. We've got 2 jugs. One's to be able to put on our shows. The other's to run our suicide prevention program. With that being said, guys, I'm Goose. Make sure you tune into the show on Tuesday nights at 5 p.m. on Facebook, WO Entertainment. And Daryl, that's 5 p.m. Yes, Central Standard Time, and you're in the same town that we produce the show, so there's no excuse. Thank you, guys. Much love.